Alright guys, so welcome back to another video. So today what I'm going to show you is this course book that I recently purchased in my last round. I have to be honest, it's the first time that I use something like this, and I'm really surprised because a lot of the things in here make a lot of sense. Initially my thought was like I could get this information from my watch, you know, either Garmin or Apple Watch. You know, there's a lot of apps where you can get this information. But as I started to look at the book, I noticed that there was a lot of information that I didn't even think about. So I'm just gonna go over a few things on this book, and I'm gonna show you how I'm using it and how it can help your game. So stay tuned. Okay, so I bought this last time I went to play a tournament, and basically there's a legend, obviously, and then you got this it's a course book. Obviously you're presented with something like this. Initially, you know, I paid $10 for it. I was like, my goodness, you know, I just wasted $10 because this I can get this information from my watch or my phone. But as I started looking further, there's a lot of details like this right here that that it can be really helpful. So you know that there's a drop off here, the ball is gonna roll off there. And then on top of this, you also have this right here. This is the green map. It's not as detailed as some of the other maps that are out there, but basically it does tell you exactly how the green slopes. Maybe if you are in a course, you just see the green in general, you don't really know how it's going to play, but by looking at this map right here, you definitely know that you do not want to play this way. You want to play to the right of the green. So it kind of gives you confirmation of that. Now this thick arrows means that the ball is just going to roll off. It's a slope right here, so it's like a little hill, and I've been there, and I tell you what, I played it here a few times, and it ended up in the water. So what it's giving you, it just gives you confirmation of where you need to play it. So you definitely want to play it here. Again, I know that there's some apps that you may have this information, but I don't think they have this information right here. So now for this green right here, you have, it was divided by A, B, C, D. So you have to get the information on the flag where the pin is going to be on that particular day. They can give you a sheet where they tell you exactly where the flag is going to be that day. Another interesting thing is the length of the green. So this is in meters, so 40 meters and 70 meters. Another thing that you can use this to your advantage is if you are actually in the green. Now this is not very detailed as other books, but if you're right here and the flag is right here, you know, if you're having trouble reading the greens, by looking at this, you know exactly where it's going to break. It's a one less factor to think about, because a lot of times you kind of like, when you are in the green, you kind of like blanked out and you're like, I don't know if it breaks right or left. But if you look at this, you know precisely that it's going to break to the left. So if you're right here and the hole is right there, so you kind of like already rule that out. You know, it's going to break left. I think a lot of times, you know, we look at pros and we see like, man, they're so good. They know exactly where to put it, or, you know, where the green is breaking. But in the end of the day, I think, you know, if you have one of these, it's going to be much easier to read the greens, to even chip it, because you know that if it's sloping up or down, sometimes there's a minor slope that you may not even see it. So if you look at this, it's going to tell you exactly if it's going to be uphill or downhill, if it's going to be to the side, to the left. In my opinion, the more information you can get, the better you're going to be able to score. So this is how this helped me basically. If I miss the green right here, and I'm over there in the course, then obviously I'm going to be able to see that there's a little bit of uphill, but you're not really going to know exactly how much and when it's going to stop. So if the pin is right there, you know that you have to play it a little firm up this hill. So by looking at this, simply you just go there and say like, okay, I'm going to just play this little chip to roll out a little firmer. So instead of using maybe like a 56, you use a 52. Like if you're over here and the flag is there, then you know that you're going to play maybe like a 60, because you see that here is going to roll down. And again, a lot of times it's not going to be immediate. You're not going to see that with the naked eye because the greens might not be so steep. So this map right here will give you the precise markings on it. I know there's some course books that are really detailed. I mean, they go into the yard, they divide this yard, and then you can really analyze it down to the yard. And I guess that's what the pros use, I guess. But this is a general one, so I don't know what they could have at your course, but this will definitely help you though. For instance, here, trust me, you're not gonna see this hill right here, and then on this side is gonna be a little left, on this side a little right, and then right in the middle is just gonna slope down. So you're not gonna see this with a naked eye, definitely not. So by having this information here, you know that if the flag is here, the pin is here, and if you're here, you know that there's going to be a little drop off here. So if you play it too short, that's going to stop in this area. And if you play it too far, actually if you play it too far, you're probably better off playing a little farther down, because it's going to go back this way. When you're out in the tee box, I don't think you can see this with your watch. When you're here, a lot of times you say, okay, I'm going to hit it over the bunker because that looks like my line. But if you look at it from the map here, that's not right, because you're going to end up in the rough right here. So actually, you definitely should aim at the middle of the fairway in this case. So basically, looking at it straight, you see the line is not the bunker. But when you're in the course, you'll see it this way. You're not going to see it like that. You're going to see it like this. So from this angle, it may look, you might not see the fairway after the bunker. So it might look more like this, maybe, because you might get a perception that there's a fairway even after the bunker. And that's what I'm saying. So if you have this, you can clearly see what your line should be. You have to play a little bit left, more left of the bunker. And in fact, a lot of people end up in here in this area, and if the rough is a little thick, they're gonna have trouble getting to the green. And look at this green right here. So this green is definitely, I mean, it's very clear to see that everything breaks this way. So when you're analyzing your shot, you know that this sticks arrows means that this is I mean, I've seen it. So this right here will go in the water. So you do not want to play here. If you're approaching to the green, you want to definitely play it right. So anyways, guys, I'm not an expert, obviously. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you like this is gonna help you a lot, but in my opinion, I used it in my last round. I did pretty good. Actually, it's the first time I shot 4 over par, and I have to be honest, this right here, it helped me a lot. I mean, I wish it was more detailed, but I couldn't find anything for the courses I play here. But I know around other areas they have like the whole mapping very in detail. Obviously, it depends how you use information, because if it's too much information, if you're gonna sit there in the green, try to read your book, you know, you're gonna take more time, and it's gonna be a little bit exhausting too. So you have to make sure you use it correctly, you know, the right amount of time thinking about it, because if you overthink things, you might get the opposite results. But in the end, I would say that if you want to shoot lower scores, a book like this will definitely help you. I'm not saying that you shouldn't use your watches or anything like that, but I think this will give you more information. All right, guys, so that was it for the video. I hope you enjoyed that. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments if you use a course book. Again, for me, it's the first time using it, and I'm quite impressed. And I think it can definitely benefit your game. So thanks for watching, guys. Until next time.